All right, Buff Nation, what's going on? So, just a few hours after Coach Prime became the highest paid coach in Colorado history again, and became the highest paid coach in the Big 12, the NCAA comes out and blocks what should have been another record or kind of era changing thing in college football put together by Colorado and Syracuse because reasons. We're going to get into that. Reasons, okay? Let me shut my door here really quick, and then we can. Oh, it's shut. We're all good. So the reasons are so dumb. The reasons are so dumb. But first off, smash that like, subscribe. Welcome to all new viewers. Mike in shambles. That's right. Deion Sanders here to stay. We were telling you from the beginning. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get into the reasons, y'all. And this is so dumb. This is so dumb because the NCAA, it's clear. It's clear. They're just scared of Prime. It's clear. They're just scared of Fran Brown because these reasons are the most hypocritical set of reasons I have ever seen for denying something cool in college football, actually getting college football players to play games instead of bitching out every single opportunity that they can find. I don't understand why that's always got to be a thing. But let me go ahead and find my article here just briefly because for some reason I lost it. All right, here we go. Join the chat. Let's get this thing. No, Mike, we're not going to fall in the way of Nebraska because I like playing football. I like seeing my players play football, and these guys are getting paid. So play football. We need college football to stop being like the level of scared that it is right now. But anyways, here it is, courtesy of Adam Rittenberg of ESPN. I'll read just a few of these things. Colorado Syracuse will have to wait at least another year to hold their joint practices and scrimmage in the spring after the NCAA committee denied their request this week. Let's get into it. The FBS Oversight Committee cited 3 factors in opposing the waiver. The late timing, again, the most arbitrary thing ever. Okay. As most teams have planned out spring practice and in some cases concluded their sessions. You got to be kidding me. Number 2, a recruiting advantage Colorado and Syracuse would receive when other teams couldn't hold a similar scrimmage in the spring. And the potential academic impact for athletes missing classes to participate in the practices and a scrimmage. Well, excuse my language, but holy shit, this is just a bunch of bullshit, if you ask me. Again, hours after Coach Prime becomes the 4th highest paid coach in all of college football, I thought, man, we got that. We got the new turf being announced, which is great. Y'all don't freak out about that. And then I thought, this thing's going to get approved because you know what? It's a cool idea. The NCAA is dealing with all these issues of players not wanting to play, of teams being too scared to play, right? But no, they come out with the most hypocritical reasons for why they're not going to allow this thing to happen. And you got to be wondering, is that because there are other schools, other people at other programs that are in the ear of the NCAA saying, you know what, you can't let this pass. You can't let this change too quickly because we can't allow Colorado and Syracuse to have an advantage over us. Okay, well, if the NCAA was so concerned about unfair advantages, why are there unlimited recruiting budgets? Why are they allowing other teams and other programs to make, a wide range of revenue from TV rights deals? You see that with the conferences. They're totally all over the place. The Pac-12 was making pennies while the Big Ten and SEC was rolling in the dough, right? You see that. Totally hypocritical. And then they want to cite the bullshit NCAA excuse of classes, of of missing classes. Really? You now have the ACC, the Atlantic Coast Conference, that now includes Cal and Stanford, not just for football, but for all of their sports. If they were so concerned about athletes missing classes, why the hell do you have them traveling 3 time zones over, making 6, 8 hour flights to play a game of softball? Are you kidding me? To do some track and field events? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, this is just a crack of shit, man. It really is. Um, if you were so concerned about academics, why do you have um, the college football playoff, go into the next semester? Why do you adjust the transfer portal so that guys can transfer when school has already started? It's clear, man. They just don't want to see Colorado and Syracuse, in this case, push the limits. They don't want to see things change. They don't want the boat rocked too much, because again, so many of my friends that are fans of college football, blue bloods, again, they're still 24 hours later, so still absolutely stroking out about the reality that Colorado is paying their coach more on an average annual basis than their blue blood programs are. They cannot comprehend the fact that Colorado has money, the fact that Colorado is a player now in college football. They still can't compute it. They're still stroking out. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to say anymore. But again, I believe, as a college football purist, oh, yeah, I'm a total purist. I believe that the game needs to be fun, not lame, which means, hey, you don't have guys sitting out and you play as much as you can and you're not scared to play anybody. You're not scared to play anybody. The NCAA clearly is doing this out of a place of being, they're scared. They don't want to see the limits pushed. Unfair recruiting advantage? Unfair recruiting advantage, Colorado and Syracuse. That's how you know you're pushing the limits when they're citing, we don't want to give Colorado and Syracuse an unfair recruiting advantage. Again, then why are you allowing unlimited funds in NIL over the last handful of years officially to be given out to athletes? Why is there that advantage for the big blue blood schools, right? It makes no sense. The FBS oversight committee is, it's clearly bought. It's clearly bought. They clearly got other people in their ear saying you can't let this go through. We've already canceled our spring game, whether we're Texas or Nebraska or a handful of these other schools. And now we really look like a bunch of bitches when CU and Syracuse are actually wanting to play during this time. They're actually wanting to practice. They're actually wanting to put on a show for people. These other schools, man, don't get it. And so they have to rely on the FBS Oversight Committee to come up with 3 just completely ridiculous rules. It's late timing. It could affect classes, and it's an unfair recruiting advantage. If that isn't the most NCAA list of reasons to deny a request, man, I don't know what it is. But here's the NCAA again, being pushed to the limits by people that are wanting to shake things up. That entrepreneurial spirit. I mean, don't you want to see your athletes play? Don't you want to see your program play? Right? Again, the amount of excuses that the levels of in college football they can come up with for not playing, for not practicing. Man, like it's truly amazing for the money flowing into this sport. How many excuses teams year after year find for not practicing, for not playing, for sitting out. And Fran Brown, Coach Prime, they say, you know what? Let's go ahead and shake things up. Man, the rest of the college football powers Do not like this. Do not like this. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it has to do with the fact you got two black men pushing the limits of college football right now. It's been a tough 24 hours for racists. It's been a tough 24 hours. Again, they can't comprehend Coach Prime being one of the highest paid coaches in college football. They can't. They don't get it. I think it's hilarious. So again, you can't let Colorado eat too much at once, right? So Brian Howell, Adam Munster Tiger, we're talking about this yesterday, how they kind of felt like this waiver denial was coming because, again, you can't let Colorado just have too many of these wins. So, yeah, it's man, it's so funny. It is it's so funny. But hey, on the bright side, I think things are moving in the right direction to where they're setting this thing up, the FBS committee or whatever. They're basically saying that, hey, you guys can do this next year. So they better follow through on their word. And it's going to be interesting to see what other schools jump on board and start following Coach Prime and Fran Brown in this method. Now, a lot of people don't want to, they hate, especially a lot of these old school college football fans that have followed college football their whole life. I like things traditional. I like things tough. I like my college football team playing old school. Well, if you look at Coach Prime, as who he actually is and the things that he stands for, he's a pretty old school coach, man. We still have yet to have a player arrested. And what's going on there with Kirby Dumb in Georgia? You're still seeing guys get arrested every 2-3 weeks on average. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. But man, Coach Prime, he's making college football great again. He is. It's about time we root out all the bitches in this sport. And the NCAA is saying, hey, you got to wait another year. Man, what a crack of shit. In case you guys missed my live stream yesterday, sounds like John Doe and a few other people in here might have missed my celebration here yesterday with Coach Prime getting $54 million with the extension at CU that so many of y'all said he wasn't going to find. I got one message for y'all. Y'all can suck my nuts, man. Absolutely. This is an amazing weekend to be a Colorado Buffaloes fan. Yeah. And lick my butthole. Exactly. So I absolutely love it today. It's still a great day. And I mean, aren't you just on top of the world as a Colorado Buffaloes fan, as CU graduates? We're all coming together, just enjoying this thing, trolling the rest of college football, trolling what the typical processes are. And again, I guess the new thing that all these haters are going to go to now is like, well, you guys don't have any 2026 recruits signed yet. Yeah, dumbass, haven't you followed how we've been doing this before? Yeah, we're not even worried about that yet. But yeah, I think we'll see this thing happen next year. At least the NCAA is setting it up to where they literally can't give any more bullshit excuses if this happens. So, yeah. But anyways, I guess that's all I really wanted to comment on. There are a few other things that I did want to hit on. Let me pull this up here really quick. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can find this list. Man, I can't seem to find it right now. It's okay. But yeah, let me just highlight again. Man, if your coach makes less than what Colorado is paying their coach, you're obviously the fan of a poverty program. And so, yeah, first off, starts here with Dan Lanning, right here, poverty program. Every other school in the Big 12 right now, poverty program. How about FSU, Florida State, man? When you guys are paying your coach less than Colorado, poverty program, man. It is, man, y'all are pathetic. Y'all are absolutely pathetic. Indiana, yeah, a lot of people want to talk about how Indiana's on the poverty program, paying your coach less than Coach Prime. Man, we are. Oh man, Texas A&M poverty program. You're paying your coach less than what Colorado's shelling out, man. So again, this is just a new era of college football. Starts with this guy right here. He's the biggest loser today. Today, no doubt about it. Stuck up there in Eugene, Oregon, making less than Coach Prime, man. How about that? So it's great. So a lot of poverty programs around now. Only a few programs are actually not poverty programs, along with Colorado. There's only 3 or 4 of them. One being Ohio State. Again, Georgia's poverty program because of Kirby Dunn, but he is the highest paid coach right now. So you can't say that they're a poverty program. And Dabo Sweeney, it's kind of weird. I mean, they're a cult out there in Clemson. I mean, if Texas A&M is definitely a cult. Yeah, so is Clemson. So yeah, either way, guys, this is. It's just a beautiful day to be a fan of the Colorado Buffaloes. Yeah, a lot of these dummies aren't going to understand it, but yeah, we bring on, we take on that hate. We're used to it by now, and now again, it's been a tough 24 hours for dumbasses and for racists and for just college football. OG college football fans that have been following the sport for a long time, you understand how it goes. It's just been a tough 24 hours for all of them. And it's only going to get more and more tough as the days go on. So, anyways, guys, oh yeah, let me hit on this. Yeah, Keith's Michigan, Oregon, Ohio State have unlimited recruiting funds, and that's not a recruiting advantage. Absolutely. And again, Michigan had Connor Stallions. They still kept their national title, man, right? And don't get me wrong, I have advocated for multiple Connor Stallions to be on Colorado staff. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. That's how I feel about it. But you know what's great is now that Coach Prime has signed this extension, and the other programs got nothing to they got nothing left for their negative recruiting pitches other than we need to come collectively together to block Colorado and Syracuse playing their spring game. Now we can do what we're going to do best. Tamper, baby. Get ready for all of our unofficial associates at Colorado to be in your programs DMs, man. Players DMs, that's right. Sending offers, sending money, baby. It's about time that we start tampering. And is Nebraska investing $2 million into their food? Are they doing that? Is Texas A&M doing that? Is Oregon doing that? I don't know. I don't think so. So again, there's a lot of great tampering avenues we can take now as a program with Coach Prime locked up. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. Again, just the shockwave throughout the NCAA and the fans still just a massive stroke out. This has been 9/11 for OG college football fans, with Coach Prime getting extended yesterday. It's like a collective 9/11 moment for them. They have no idea what is going on. And, we're just seeing the beginning of it, man. And what's so funny is, is that people are saying, oh, man, just wait till Coach Prime leaves. Well, guess what? Colorado has shown that they're paying more money for their coach than all of these other poverty program schools that are so much better than Colorado. We can just go poach your coach now. When Coach Prime retires after winning us 3 national titles, man. Exactly. Oh, man, it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful, and, yeah, the NCAA trying to block this thing, yeah, it's a minor hiccup. It's a minor inconvenience. We're blocking this game with Syracuse because of reasons. Okay, I understand that. We just got time to tamper now, baby. That's right. If you're a fan of another program, be sure you get your players deactivating their Twitter accounts, their Instagrams, their TikToks, because Buff Nation will be in those DMs absolutely tampering for your best players in the trenches. That's what we're going to be doing. That's what we're going to be doing. Colorado's not broke. They thought Colorado was broke. That's right. You ever been to Boulder? No, man. It it's just a hidden basin of money. They just needed a reason to believe. Exactly. Start shelling out the dough, man. I love it. I love it, guys. This is great. Again, man, it's been a tough day for racist college football fans. It's their 9/11 right now. They can't comprehend Deion Sanders making more money than their coach, and Colorado paying more money and investing more into college football than their poverty program. So this is amazing. Again, if you have missed my video yesterday, and you do not like this news, you can suck my nuts. Let's go Buffs, y'all.